Greetings from BRICS Plus Analytics. I think the most important implication of the SCO Summit that took place in China in the beginning of September is the increasing alignment between the modalities of the operation of this regional platform, which is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and BRICS. This we can see in several respects. First of all, this is the creation of the SCO Development Bank. Just like the BRICS have their own new development bank that was created nearly 10 years ago, now the SCO regional bloc is set to have its own development bank, a development bank that will work closely with other development institutions of the Global South, and it will work closely together with a new development bank as well on projects of greater connectivity within the Eurasian space, something that I think is critical and very important for the Central Asian economies of the SCO, where connectivity is tremendously needed in order to overcome the inwardness and distance challenges that characterize this region to such a significant degree. Another line of alignment between the SCO and BRICS is the modality of outreach activities. Just like BRICS expanded and is in expansion mode, the same could be said of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And furthermore, both platforms now have what is called the Plus format, the SCO Plus format and the BRICS Plus format. Both basically delineate the future trajectories of expansion, and they encompass to a significant degree the future partners of these two blocks. So now increasingly we see this greater alignment in terms of these outreach activities between the SCO and BRICS, and furthermore we see increasing similarity as well, increasing correlation between the SCO and BRICS in terms of membership. And another issue is that during the summit, during the most recent summit of the SCO, there was a decision taken to merge the two categories of countries that are cooperating with the SCO core membership, namely the observers and the dialogue partners, to merge both of these categories into a partnership belt. So essentially, this is all going to be, again, very much in line with what we see in BRICS. In BRICS, there is the core membership, and the partnership belt, the same now, is going to be the case in the case of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So basically, we see this greater alignment, greater correlation, and in the end, the target of all of this alignment is for greater coordination and greater cooperation in the economic sphere between the SCO and BRICS, and as well as the Eurasian Economic Union. So for years now, within the Eurasian circles, there were discussions about the need to promote this greater economic cooperation and coordination within this triangle among these three platforms. So this is increasingly the case, judging by the results of the summit of the SCO in China. And I think it bodes well for a lot of the other different formats that we may see coming out of BRICS Plus, coming out of other platforms, whereby more and more we will see cooperation not just amongst individual economies, individual countries, but also amongst the regional integration blocks, regional organizations, regional development institutions. So far, a very rich domain to be yet explored and fully developed by BRICS economies, by SCO economies, by the Global South in general. Another key theme in the near term for the Global South is the upcoming extraordinary BRICS Summit that is likely to be held online and organized by Brazil, the current presidency within BRICS. And the main focus of that extraordinary summit is going to be the trade response, a coordinated trade response on the part of BRICS vis-a-vis the increased protectionism coming from the US. And in terms of the possible subjects of discussion, one item that is discussed in the media is the issue of WTO reform. So one of the possibilities there could be the initiative by BRICS economies, first of all, to form a bloc within the WTO, a common bloc within the WTO. So far, there is none. And then on that basis, to proceed with launching the reform of the WTO, most notably with respect to the reform of the dispute settlement body, the legal mechanism of the WTO. And furthermore, one possibility that I foresee in the near future is the possibility of a new trade round being launched, possibly this time with the leadership of BRICS economies. Another issue that is likely to be discussed is the possible modalities of trade coordination between BRICS, and there is the possibility of BRICS economies agreeing on boosting South-South trade through mutual trade liberalization and a certain reduction in trade barriers for each other, possibly also exploring the current barriers to trade within BRICS and lifting some of the most notorious restrictions within BRICS. And then finally, there's, of course, the COP30 conference that is chaired and presided over by Brazil at the end of this year. And another possibility there is that Brazil may discuss the possibility of incorporating some of the commitments, environmental commitments, within the framework of this environmental COP30 conference, within the package of trade liberalization that is going to be discussed by BRICS. Possibly this kind of line of action could render the trade response on the part of BRICS more conducive to sustainable and green recovery and growth going forward, and also trade, to render trade more sustainable, more focused on promoting items that are conducive to sustainable development. That is something that could be achieved by co-integrating and bringing closer together the commitments, the agenda of COP30 conference and BRICS, both of these obviously led this year by Brazil.